Starky and I'm back, and I'm sitting here with this young lady. And how you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
Introduce yourself to the world. Let everybody know who you are.
Well, my name is Jacki, and I'm a new member with the GCFA. And we're basically coming out to give you guys, give the world an inside look on, the football players, what they do on and off the field.
Okay, so give us a little insight about who you are.
Well, currently I'm a Houston native. I'm a senior at University of Houston downtown, and I'm interested in keep going with the media broadcasting.
Okay, that's a good field. I mean, especially with dealing with what we're doing now and everything like that. So, as far as what you're doing, what do you see by interviewing some of these players and being around the GCFA? What do you see that we can do to improve, to make this GCFA thing something bigger than what it is?
The number one thing that I think, all the men, especially, the guys and the men do is just to step up as far as community service is concerned. And, just putting the name out there that, you're not just a football player, you're in the community, you're an activist, and, there are other things that you can accomplish other than just being a football player. And it doesn't end at Little League, and it doesn't end at high school.
And that's true. Okay, so when you speak of Little League or when you speak of community service, what are some of the things that you're active in, and that way we can kind of get the word out and possibly bring more people in to help out?
Well, currently I am a big sister. I have been a big sister with the Big Brother Big Sister program for the last 3 years, and I also work with Crime Stoppers.
Okay, that's great. And that's the same thing with me. I mean, with that, with Little Leagues, with the Big Sister, Big Brother program, as far as, we're working with kids, I think that's something that we need to do as a league to get out in the community to show that we're not just all about football. It's more than football. It's about the future. And with us guiding a lot of these younger kids, bringing them up, keeping them on the right path and giving them a chance to have the opportunities that we didn't have with growing up. Would you say that that's a fair judgment?
I would say that, but can I ask you, would you be interested in maybe, heading something like that?
Definitely. I mean, with me dealing with the organization, which is the Magnolia Park Sharks organization for the past 9 years, I definitely wouldn't mind doing that, with also bringing in a lot of the guys and, to help out with that I deal with. Because that's one thing about me. I like to stay positive with, bringing kids up, keeping them, situated. So I guarantee you, when you come out to a lot of our games and everything like that, you'll notice there are a lot of kids at the games because I'm the type like to keep them active. I like to keep them around. That way it keeps them out of trouble and keep them safe and, out of harm's way or from getting caught up in things that they shouldn't.
Okay. So what would you tell, the 9-year-old or the 17-year-old who hasn't quite found their way, but they really know that football is what they want to do? What advice or what encouragement would you give them to keep going on?
Well, definitely it starts first at home. I mean, that's the main thing. It starts with respecting yourself, respecting your parents, and, also with school. Without school, there's nothing. I mean, you can play football all day, but you're always one hit away from being injured and not playing football anymore. Then once football is not there, what are you going to have? You have to have the education. Education is the key. That's the first thing that I preach to a lot of these minors. Education, education, education. On my Little League team, if you're failing, you don't play. That's one thing about me. Education at home comes first. I'm all about respect. If you have no respect, there's no need of you being around. That's one thing that I instill. That's one of the things, that's the main thing that I teach a lot of these kids about: respect and respecting their parents and then respecting themselves.
Well, that is actually some great words of wisdom. So, again, I want to thank you for flipping the script and interviewing me.
Definitely. I mean, it brings a different aspect to show that the GCFA is not all about football.
Right.
It's a family, it's a community thing. It's not just football. A lot of people look at it and think it's all football, but it's not. So as they see, it's not just more than football. So definitely, I would thank you for letting us know a lot about you and giving us the information on how we can get into those different programs that you're already dealing with, so that way we can get the GCFA out there and more active than what it is already.
Well, as everybody knows, it starts with one. So, Starky and I, we're going to try to come up with something later on so we can, put the GCFA out to action so we can have more community service and more community leaders.
Definitely, and we want to thank you once again for coming out, letting us know everything, and we'll be right back after this.
Very good, very good.